Hey everybody, so big shocker, I am back with another haul video. This time I am going to be sharing, it's another haul from a Cherry on Top, which that's probably the main place that I shop these days. And this one is for the Simple Stories Hard Candy Christmas collection. I think you all know by now that pretty much anything that Kelly Bangs does, I am all for. So I had seen her digital collection of this last year, and I was really hoping that Simple Stories would allow her to design a collection that followed in those footsteps. And they did, and here it is. So I almost never get these page kits, but this one's adorable, and I'm always trying to find ways to squeeze more photos on scrapbooking layouts. I am typically a 1 to 2 photo person. If I'm getting crazy, I'll fit in 4 3x4s. So I really liked that this challenged me to get lots of photos on 2-page layouts. Those 2-page layouts are my weakness. I'm just gonna be honest, I'm terrible at them. So this was a great way for me to get lots of photos and yeah, and do more 2-page layouts. So there is that. Let me find a place to put these when I'm done with them. And then I also got the cardstock stickers. I got 2 of these. I think I talked about it in one of my other haul videos about how they got rid of the sticker books. And so this is kind of my temporary solution, is getting 2 of the cardstock stickers. These are super cute. I think there's a lot of like little usable pieces that will be great for Project Life. So I'm not worried about, you know, any part of it being unusable or anything like that. So there is that. And like I said, I got 2 of those. I really, really love like the bows, these little like pom-pom trims. I just think it's so cute. I'm really excited to get to using these. Some of the collection, or some of the papers, I got 2 of, and then some of them I just got 1 of, which is pretty normal for me these days. I have stopped buying the collection kit, and I know this is like literally just being goofy, but I mean, of course, somebody correct me if I'm doing my Kentucky math wrong, but the collection kits seem to be just a tad bit more expensive than buying things on their own. And if I'm going to be getting 2 pieces of paper instead of just the single, you know, 1 of each, I would prefer to be able to pick and choose the papers that I like versus the papers that I don't like. And I've just found that to be cheaper for me. So this one is Merry Vibes. I love the swirly. And then here is the other side. This just says Fa La La. I only got 1 of these. This one is 3x4 elements. I really like these. And then here is the 3x4 page. Yeah, some old-fashioned candy canes, making spirits bright. I love the candy, sweetest time of the year. I guess I should have flipped that over instead of, okay. And then this one is the 2x2 and 4x4 elements. This one is the Christmas lights. And then the other side of that is the elements page, hot cocoa. I mean, who doesn't love a Christmas tree cake? Yeah, just cute and bright and fun. These are the 4x6 elements. What's that say? Tinkle, wow. Tinsel, twinkle, and a whole lot of jingle. Hard Candy Christmas, Sweater Weather, Merry Wishes, and then of course you got the 2 that are vertical here. I don't typically use the vertical, so I always end up using the opposite side to back photos. Here's the other side of this 3x4 elements. I love, love, love that paper. And then this one is Mix and a Mingle. The little strips are fun. This is the first time that I've really like looked through it, so you'll have to forgive me if I'm just kind of pausing a little bit. I love the other side of this. And I mean, it almost looks like pom-poms on this light pink background. So pretty. This one, I think I only got one of. It's called So Festive. This reminds me of a very mid-century modern type print. And on the other side, which I think is my preferred side, it's like, is it mistletoe or is this holly? Maybe it's both. I don't know. Somebody can let me know if you know what kind of floral situation, foliage that we've got going on here. This one is the tag elements, and I think I only got one of these. So here is the journaling side. I'm actually a little bummed that they went with cream here, since most of the collection, if not all of it, is white based. Like you can see even in between the tag and where the tag will be punched, it's white. So I thought going with cream for the journaling spots was an interesting take on that. Very strange. Fine and dandy. We got some wreaths here. And again with the candy. Just, I love it. These are the journal elements. Let me make sure that I'm in frame here. The journal elements. We got the Peppermint Farm, some more Fa La La. Some more Christmas tree cakes. We even have a pink one up there. Gingerbread Cookie Company. And then the other side of that, okay, I wasn't sure, is this stripe. And then the next one is Sweet Season. And I only got one of these. So it's some ribbon candy and then this red dot on the other side. I was just editing another one of my videos. I think it was with like the spooky season or whatever it is. And I kept calling the dot pages, anytime it had dots on it, I kept calling it a polka dot. And in my brain, I'm like, that's not a polka dot. So if you guys watch that, don't judge me for calling dots polka dots. I know, I just misspoke. This one's really fun. It's got some leaves here with some multicolored dots and stars in between. Let me see if you can see these. Kind of see that a little bit better. It's got the stars, and then you got pink, red, white, and maybe like a mint colored dot. And then the other side of this is the ornament page. This very much reminds me of the Mix and Mingle collection, where it had the all of the ornaments. So I think these could probably work well together if you still have some of that left over like I do. This, I absolutely love the color of this. This is called Peppermint Swirls. The color of this plaid is just perfection. I probably should have gotten more than 2 of these papers because I truly love both sides. And then this is the other side. I mean, just beautiful. I'm obsessed. Both sides, can't go wrong. And then next, let's see, I've got the 6x8 paper pad here. So let's make sure, there we go. So we have the stripes on this side. And then you have some 3x4 sentiments. Let's see, can we do it this way? No, we're gonna have to do it sideways, I apologize. So Very Merry Vibes, it says cute, and then they crossed out ugly Christmas sweater. You got the Nutcracker, sweetest season of all. Again, that beautiful dot that I love. Some more 3x4s, sweet treats and warm wishes. May your heart be light. Adorable, more dots. And then, the Christmas lights. And I just realized that my air keeps kicking on. I noticed that in one of my other videos too. My little scrap closet is literally right next to the HVAC closet, and I guess I didn't realize how loud it is. So maybe going forward I'll start turning that off. But right now when it's 90 degrees outside, and I say that as I'm wearing a sweatshirt, don't judge me please, I'll try to start turning that off before I film. But that would require me thinking ahead, so wish me luck on that one. And then we have these shrunken down like journaling spots, some more of that mistletoe holly situation, this one, and then this reminds me a lot of like the swirlies that they do in the birthday collections. Some shrunken down tags, and again my favorite tone on tone pink page there, the ribbon candy. And then we have the shelf with all the goodies, the Fa La La, the swirl, and I think we got the ornaments, the plaid, the candy mixed, the trees. Okay, I was getting ready to ask, I was like, hold on, is this not repeating? But it is. And then I think we end with that one, and then it repeats again. And then next, I've got the enamel dots, and these are glittery. Super cute. And then let's see, what else do we have here? We have the what are these called? Okay, foam stickers. Ho ho ho, sweet, be bright memories. We got some more of that pom-pom trim up there that I love, and the Merry Christmas. I love Kelly's ability to mix fonts. I think she does it so well, where it's a million different fonts, but it still looks cohesive. The colors are all cohesive. I just think she has such a talent for what she does with her fonts. They're always beautiful. And then we also have the chipboard stickers, Merry Christmas, more pom-poms, the dots. I wish they had done more of these little dots sporadically, maybe in their foam stickers. That would have been really, really cute to have more of these to sprinkle around. So that is cute. I'm not sure what my favorite, I just really, oh my gosh, I just realized that the little strawberry candies, and I'm gonna hoard the Christmas trees. I'm gonna try not to. I think her digital collection had the Christmas trees too, so maybe I'll just have to print some of those out. That way I won't feel guilty for using them all. And then let's see, we have the adhesive brads. These are so adorable. I feel like I keep saying that. We got a little pudding. This one looks like a gumdrop. This one looks like a peppermint candy, like the old-fashioned peppermint candies. Love it. And then I'm actually gonna open these. I don't typically do that. Let me create myself like a little boundary here to stay within, because Lord knows I'll have them all over the place. I probably should have undone these ahead of time, but again, planning ahead is not my strong point at this point in time. Okay, so you got that little foliage piece. You got a little piece of holly or mistletoe. We have a snow globe. We have Santa. I'm gonna move this out of the way. We have merry vibes, a stack of presents. We had something fall here. There we go. A wreath, a little snowflake, a snowman cupcake. We have an ornament, a Santa hat, more little pieces, nice little Christmas tree, an ornament. Let me scooch these up just a little. Got a present, this little border piece, a cute little Christmas mug, some more little extras, a candy jar, and some more little extras. Okay, and that is the hard candy big bits. Let me scoochie those over. Then I also have the page pieces. I always like the example that they give you, but I do not ever stick with it. I just use these as extra ephemera and maybe a jumping off point. Merry vibes. Oh, this is so festive. I love this. This is stinking adorable. Can you all see that? I know my lighting leaves something to be desired, but again, we're just posting videos. We're not stressing over it, right? Just getting things out there. Candy jar again. I love the gumdrops. And then another Christmas tree. So that is the page pieces. I had my washi here to keep me in check, and I keep hitting it. Okay, so here are the doozies. So I think I'm gonna put these guys away so I don't mix these up. And this one is the journal bits. So again, I'm not gonna dig for that, but it's just like a little holly piece. We have do not open till the 25th, little poinsettia, some tags. This says mix and a mingle, another tag, a candy cane. I love these labels. I mean, if they could just supply us with an infinite number of labels, I would be a happy camper. There's Santa. There's a little piece of hard candy or a ribbon candy. There is a present. These little pieces, they had these in the Fun Times collection. And I have really been enjoying using those because they're like the perfect size to go underneath of your 3x4 photos or to go into Project Life. They've worked out really well. That's cute. Another present, some tabs that are always fun, a snow globe. There is another one of these in a different color, a wreath. This says joy and fun. And then we have tabs, so festive, be merry, sweet season, celebrate, poinsettia, more tabs, and more gumdrops. So that is it for the journal bits. Put these back up. I was just listening to, oh my gosh, it's a new paper crafting podcast, and now everything about it has totally left my brain. But it is, what is it? Oh my gosh, even just the name of it. Wow, this is going to turn out to be a really good story for you all. But it's called Hear Me Out and Pass the Scissors, maybe? And they just started it. They just released their second episode. And, oh, they were talking about how they were going to do like a 30 days of videos to increase the algorithm. And to be honest with you, I'm not sure that 30 days of consistency in posting is anywhere near in my future, but that was a really great idea. I think I knew that consistency was what helps, you know, social media push your stuff out, but having someone else talk about it and how that was their, you know, that's what their plan is. It's like, well, that's not a bad idea. Like, maybe I can do some reels, figure that out. I've never done a reel before, but maybe I can just do something to start posting. I watch a lot of YouTube, and so I've noticed a trend of people not posting on YouTube as much. And so instead of just being sad about it or complaining about it, and I use the word complaining lightly because I know, you know, who am I to talk about not posting on YouTube? But anyway, I just decided that maybe I should fill in the gap. And, you know, maybe somebody else will watch my content and finding it enjoyable like I do for other creators. That is cute. But yeah, so if I can just, you know, give anybody inspiration or, you know, just watch my videos while they're scrapbooking, and that's typically what I do, that would just be fun for me to think of, you know, helping somebody out the way that the YouTube community has helped me out so much. So I'm rambling and not talking about the ephemera, but you can see it. You know what it is, or hopefully you can see it. And I have had a cold. So yeah, today is Tuesday. Yesterday was my birthday, and I woke up with a horrific cold. And so I've been kind of fighting that because I was like, yesterday I was like, I refuse to be sick on my birthday. We're just going to work through it and pretend like we're not. But today I feel a little worse for wear. Those of you that have toddlers know how it is. It's like as soon as everybody gets over one thing, you catch something else. And we take our vitamins and we do our best. But, you know, people usually have no choice but to bring their snotty kids to, you know, whether it be church or school or dance class, you know, there's always some kid that has some kind of funk in class. And, you know, as soon as I see them, I'm like, oh, we're taking that home with us. So we try not to. We try our best. Hazel actually missed her dance class today because I wasn't going to take my sick household into dance class and, you know, pass that along. So, yeah. I think I said all that to say that if you hear me sniffling or wheezing or anything else unpleasant, I do apologize. Those were the bits and pieces. And then these are the sweet bits. That's interesting. I think I just realized that there are, I guess instead of a floral pack this time, they did a candy pack. Is that what this is? Okay, we got some dots that I was just talking about how I wish they'd done more of. There's a piece of that strawberry that I love. The strawberry candy, ribbon candy, some puddings, a jar of jelly beans, Oh my goodness. I'm just gonna like toss these in the best way that I possibly can. I said all that and now my throat is getting itchy. So we are gonna have to pause. Okay. So I've got my drink of water and hopefully we'll be a little bit better. And no more coughing fits. Some gumdrops, candy canes. There's another one of those old-fashioned mint tasting things. There's a little log, peppermints, dots. Oh, there's a little caramel chew. That's adorable. I don't know what that is, but I like the colors. There's a little lollipop. That looks like a Rolo. Some more lollipops. That beautiful pink Christmas tree. Gingerbread house and another caramel. These, okay, so I have, this just reminded me, I have a funny story about this. These remind me of those like chocolate covered cherries that have the goo around the cherry. So when we were younger, we were we were so poor. My parents had 7 kids and it was just oh, is that a Werther's? Adorable. Anyway, things were tight. And I remember at Christmas time, my dad would always buy these, like, I think they're called like Queen Anne chocolate covered cherries. And they were always for my mom. Like, they were specifically my mom's. They were her treat, which didn't matter hill beans to us because we didn't like them. But I always thought they were just this, you know, prestigious, expensive candy. And a couple of years ago, I saw them. I was at like a Target or something like that. And a whole box of them was like $2. And I sent a text to my parents. And I was like, I knew we were broke. I was like, but I didn't know that we were so broke that we weren't allowed to touch our mother's $2 candy. But I'm sure, you know, if you guys are parents, you know, you know what it's like trying to fight your, especially older children, off of your sweet treats and your snacks that you get. I always, I only put usually like 1 canned soda at a time in the fridge, because if I put more than that, I will drink them. And I'll put a cold one in there and it'll be, you know, like chilling all day. And my 18-year-old will drink my cold one and then put one in the fridge warm without me knowing. Does it every time. But anyway, so that is it for the Hard Candy Christmas. Again, I was talking too much to actually like chat about the things, but that is all I have for that collection. And then I just got a couple more things and then I will be done with this haul. So I ended up ordering this pink snap binder from Simple Stories. I plan to do, oh my gosh, Andrea Lakes has a online class for the 6x8 snap binder using the, oh, what was that Simple Stories vintage flea market collection, the flea market collection. So I'm going to buy that and do that for my mother-in-law for Christmas. I have a lot of that flea market collection, and to be honest with you, it's beautiful. Everything that I've created with it, I've loved, but I have so much of it that I have decided that my mom and my mother-in-law are getting 6x8 albums made with flea market for Christmas. So I'm going to go ahead and start on that. I also picked up the monthly calendar. So I think this is last year's version of it. There is a new version, but to be honest, I liked the colors in the older version better than the new one. And to be honest with you, it was, this one was on sale. I think it was like $20 compared to the 30 something that the new one is. And I plan to do, again, Andrea Lakes, and a couple other ladies got together and they are doing a class on this. I wasn't going to do it, but I think, Janet at Paper Horses kind of pushed me over the edge to make me decide to do this. Yeah, so it's going to be fun. I bought the calendar. Again, I went with the cheaper one because I wasn't sold on the idea. But that class is still available. So I will be purchasing that class and the other class from Andrea. Check out her website. She's one of the ladies that does the Scrap and Learn. And her classes are always so jam-packed. So definitely check that out. And then the last thing that I got before my air kicks on again is the Simple Stories reusable tote. Don't ask me why. I have no idea. but I saw it and it was so stinking cute. Look at the sides of this. This is like the, oh, what is that crafty collection? No, it's the, is it the Barbie collection? Yes, I think that's what it reminds me of, the Barbie collection that they did. But either way, it's cute. I loved it, and so I bought it. But yeah, that's it. Thank you for following along and listening to my ums and my furnace, or my air conditioning, whatever, whatever it's called. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I hope you all have a lovely day. And maybe my next video that I upload will be a scrap along with me type thing. So if you enjoy those, be sure to subscribe and continue watching. Thank y'all.